Shalom, this is David.
And this is Jeff.
And we are still playing Soul Blazer right
Welcome
now.
to part 3.
Oh yeah, that one.
That's one, yeah.
Yeah, and here's where I talked to some of those folks I released a little earlier and picking up another medical herb because I go through those like candy. And
It's also because they taste like candy.
Indeed. Buying some goat food. You know how much it costs? $1 billion plus tax. And then Mom gets pissed I get free food. Well, goat food. I mean, I could eat it.
Free goat food.
I
guess you could eat it.
Food's food, as long as it's not like compressed dirt. I
You know,
think
tough
fine.
times, you know.
That's true.
It's
And
tough times.
like-
You gotta do what you gotta do.
You see, those two statements are completely unrelated. Why did they live in small hazes?
I couldn't notice you're talking to the goats.
Yeah, you never talk to goats. They smell funny and they'll eat anything. But, yeah. And basically, you give him food, he's like, well, here's a part of the plot you have to do anyway to, make it through everything. So...
And, okay.
And
No
then-
comment.
Yeah, then he's just like, oh, I have to go take care of business. So,
I like how the bridge guard just walks out of the way like, well, there's a goat coming through.
Yeah, might as well just... Okay.
At least he was polite.
Yeah, it's like, hey, give me my food. It's like, okay, yeah, he's hungry. Okay,
That makes sense.
Yeah, so now I'm going to enter this... Oh, wait, nope. First gotta talk to that guy.
No, you're not.
Gowdy.
Gowdy.
The architect. I built all the houses in this town.
It's like the name of the roach enemies from Cave Story.
That's true. Right.
Gowdy's.
Yes.
Okay.
Painted by Dr. Leo. Strange. It was like, there's a picture of the village chief in the painting, whom I've never seen yet. I already know that.
What's the flower got to say?
Flower... Dreams and reality. This is plot, and that's important.
Plot important.
Dreams affect reality?
Subtle
Really?
foreshadowing.
Alright, now to enter this little sleeping girl's dreams. Teenager, maybe. Whatever.
Whatever.
Now I equip the gay rod, dream rod.
Okay, Rod.
And enter the girl's head. Dreams, whatever. And there she is. And talk to her. Where's Daddy? And then, whoop! Path open.
She has a very wood-filled dream.
Very
I
much so.
wonder what Freud would think of this.
Alright. So she's,
Daddy, is that you? Or
so-
are you Daddy? I miss you so much. There was no answer.
So, Daddy has
I
said...
assuming that she was not saying there was no answer, because that seems very sad.
That would be sad, and that actually wouldn't be too far beyond the normalcy of this game.
Maybe she's just talking to herself.
And now she wakes up, you're standing there, what's natural? Get out of my house!
That makes sense.
And then she's like, oh wait, come back! It's like the beginning of a porno, I guess.
Also, she's probably kind of freaked out by that thing that's spinning around you.
Yeah, probably. Now she says, I have a brush, I hid it somewhere. When you get the brush, come back and I'll tell you. She doesn't tell you where the brush is. She didn't give you any hints. She didn't say what it looks like. She's like, alright, I hit it. Go.
Okay.
Now I'd like to point out,
Where is
there
the
was
brush?
there was no wall. There's now a wall.
Okay.
The
there's a
architect
wall
built a wall in literally a dream sequence.
now. Okay. I mean, is that like the
And
standard unit?
jump cut.
The standard unit of time in architecture school,
I guess so.
at least in this world.
Now, I did this twice, and the first time I did this, I killed all of them without getting hit. Second time when I tried doing this, I got run into a lot.
Yes. You released an old man and his house.
Yes, and now my save point has a fence around it.
Oh, okay. That's good.
It's more homey.
It's important to keep your save points, well protected.
Indeed.
You don't want just anybody coming in and saving their progress.
Yes.
Like, imagine if a burglar came in and then saved his progress right before he robbed you, and then you found him in the act and you shot him in the face and he died, but then he loaded up right before and he's trying again. See, that would be a bad situation.
That would be a horrible situation.
That's why you want to keep them locked away.
Exactly.
Not the guns, the save points.
The save points.
The save points.
The gun, you always have a gun at hand. If anything's taught me that. Basically, he felt lonely, and so he got a goat. So bestiality jokes start now.
Okay.
Anyway, so I found the paintbrush with no help from this one. Hey, found 550.
Well, now tell you what I know.
One day, returning from shopping in the many stores of this town.
Lisa, named Lisa. Yes.
Oh yeah,
From earlier.
Please see the village chief. Yeah, take care of your friends. Turbo the dog, Lou the dolphin, Home the snail, Mary the doll. Marie. Anyway, these were
Father's
father's
pets.
pets. They all have names. And as you'll find out, they all are sentient and move and can build things without opposable thumbs.
I guess the doll kind of has opposable thumbs.
Maybe.
But
I think actually
I should
it just
also
has
note
nubs.
that the doll shouldn't be alive.
Yeah. Okay, here's what he
So-
thinks. I'm known to be a fast builder. He did it in one dream sequence. And here's where the brush comes in handy. Hey, brush.
You just,
Dragons and painting.
dragon painting. Okay, I thought you were gonna just put a
Alright.
little mustache on him.
And here's where we
Speed this up a little bit.
Yeah, because
No one wants to see this. Plus, it might have been too long for you.
maybe
That might have been the reason.
that was it.
But it's only half the reason.
Exactly. And I
It's
released two.
65% of the reason.
There you go. Yeah. So, gotta release that. And good thing about these enemies that I'm gonna speed through real quick is they may get really pissed and shoot at you, but they can only shoot in one of the cardinal, like up, down, left, or right, which aren't
Yeah.
really a cardinal direction. You know what I mean?
Cardinal.
So you can just
understand. Yeah.
You stand at an angle and just kill them.
Now that's a very fancy, very regal conveyor belt.
Exactly. And I'd also like to point out we're flying through the sky.
Yes, at like 3,000 miles an hour.
And this is where I equip the medical herb because I realize I like to almost die constantly. And
Yeah.
but yeah, speed up noise and hey, look, I only got hit several times.
Only several times. So an improvement from the last few videos.
Yes. And I released a lonely
Lonely
goat.
goat. That's very sad.
Yeah,
very
it's just,
sad.
it's a lonely goat. It just kind of sits there. And more birds. I'm sure all these enemies have names, but
Are those supposed to be columns or bridges? Because
Uh,
it's kind of screwing with my head.
I think they're supposed to be both.
It looks a little bit like the Master's Palace from Actraiser, actually,
That's true.
where you kind of float around on,
Yeah.
as if it were from a side perspective.
Interesting game mechanic. If you
Opening treasure chests.
if you already have a that's superb.
I bet you didn't know that Soul Blazer was in fact the first game to have opening of treasure chests in it.
Really?
No, that's what.
Anyway, no. If you already have a medical herb and you find a medical herb, it just uses the one you got. So it's not like, hey, I just redundantly picked up an item that
Okay,
doesn't
that is
do
kind
it.
of useful. Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, and you see that spinning enemy. That's the first invulnerable enemy we come across. Can't actually hurt them. Swinging at the wall killed him. No.
Yeah, that's just a badass way of doing it.
Yeah, just like not even gonna look at you. Very anime.
Yeah, it's very anime. It's important to kill your enemies whilst not looking at them.
Yeah, exactly. Now see that layer.
Preferably to cut them up 30 or 40 times and then have them not actually fall to pieces until you resheath your sword.
Yeah, in a blink of an eye.
Yes.
But that layer you saw back there that I didn't try to clear out, these invincible monsters, you actually have to come back and kill.
Okay, so they're not invincible.
For right now they are. They're considered quote-unquote invincible.
All I'm hearing is lies.
They're not lies, they're subjective truth.
Subjective truths.
Exactly.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, I released the wife goat.
Hooray, now the other goat is not lonely.
Well, no, that's the wife of the guy in the house, reincarnated.
Oh, okay. That's creepy.
Yeah, just look. Some elements of this game are kind of strange.
Kind of bizarre.
Now, something you might notice is that Spirit Ball is getting way, way ahead of me. It's whatever direction you press, he goes up that way. It helps with shooting things that are way, way far away from you.
Okay.
Or once you get a different spell.
Do you know where you're going?
At this point, maybe.
Okay.
I was just trying to get around the conveyor belt. I've actually.
Just getting some extra exercise.
There you go. It's
Promoting a healthy lifestyle. That's
exactly. And in case people were wondering, those numbers that pop up are the experience you get. Not that really matters because you
But
don't.
how much experience is it for the next level in general? Or is that?
I think it's.
Is that accrued experience or what you need at the top? Of the
That's
screen?
accrued.
Oh.
Whatever it is, it's doubled for the next one, I believe.
So it's unrefined experience. It's accrued.
Yeah.
Accrued experience. It's just spilling forth.
At one point, I think I do actually. Oh, I used magic.
How about that? And effectively,
But
I'm as shocked as anyone.
Sometimes it happens. But yeah. And we released a boy.
Released a
He gets
boy.
his own little house. Wood house.
Okay. Maybe it's like a tree house.
Except there's no trees. It's a ground house.
Was it not made of trees?
Maybe.
Is that not what wood is?
Maybe because there are plant enemies and tree enemies later in the game. Maybe it's made from living creatures. Because plants aren't living creatures.
Of course not. They have no souls.
Yeah, gotta love that little clangy noise you get every time you.
Yeah, good old classic ActRaiser noises.
Clink,
I guess
clink,
classic Enix noises.
Yeah, pretty much. They love to reset.
Yeah, they really, yeah, they said, you know what, we made these sound effects, we're gonna use them.
Exactly. Now, hey, we opened up the third old teleporter thing.
Hooray.
So I'm gonna go ahead and save it here and blow up and get
Poof.
ready for
See you in
the
the
next
next
part.
part.
Yeah. Bye bye now.